Hello and welcome to the Daily Spirit of the Soul Show. It's Power Coach Alicia here, and I am really looking forward to our topic today of how to change in a year. How to change your life in a year, excuse me. I apologize for the constant clearing of my throat. I'm just at the very end of this sickness. So it's how to change your life in a year, showing up unapologetically you in 2024. So how do you change in your life in a year? During this session, we are going to explore, showing up unapologetically you, change, intention setting, personal development, visualizing, and manifesting your dream future self and your dream future life. A beautiful quote by Peter Drucker is, "Who do you want to become?" Rephrase. It's the best way to predict the future is to create it. So who do you want to become in 2024? How do you want to show up? What do you want to let go of? What no longer serves you? Who the fuck are you in 2024? And that is what we're gonna be talking about today. If you don't know who I am, I'm Power Coach Alicia, soul healer, author, and speaker, and I specialize in helping women go from burnout to recharged in 30 days or less. I am here most Monday through Thursdays. I've got to tweak my time just a little bit because of my coach's time schedule. So it's roughly between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, more like that 1:30 mark since I go live with my coach at 2, unless I'm running crazy behind schedule. So if you want to catch me live, I know I've had to adjust my live times. This is very intuitive for me and what feels good, but I'm also doing my best to have some consistency in my day and my schedule so I can be in my 4-hour work days. So with that being said, 1:30 p.m. Eastern is right around the time that I will be going live every single day. So we have a quote, a lesson, a journal prompt, and an affirmation that goes along with the Daily Spirit of the Soul show. We are on day 65 in your spirit guide. And remember, this 90-day journal spirit guide is all about finding your inner calm and embracing your truth. You can find this on Amazon. You can find it by searching my first and last name, spirit guide, whatever. You'll be able to check it out and snag it up there. Also, if you're ready to break free from the grasp of burnout and recharge your mind, body, and soul after the holidays, I have a free refresh retreat coming up tomorrow, December 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you can't make it live, there will be a limited time access to the replay. So definitely sign up. If you're on YouTube, you can just click the link below. Oh my gosh, why are my words all fucked up today? Click the link below. But if you're on Facebook, just shout out refresh in the comments and I will get you that link. The tickets are almost gone for this retreat. I do have limited tickets that I have available for this. So this is not something that you want to wait on. Last I checked, they were 80% gone, and that was about 3 hours ago. And I know that my emails are going out and I'm doing marketing everywhere. So if you want to be in on this retreat, this is my last free retreat ever, not just of 2024. No funny business here. Ever. So if you want to get in on this retreat, shout out refresh in the comments. You're on YouTube. Click that link. Our quote for the day is, "Authenticity is the radiant light that shines from the depth of your soul, illuminating the path to true connection and self-discovery." So our main lesson today, our theme today, is all about being unapologetically you. The beautifulness of living and being unapologetically you is, and how you really build that, is figuring out what the fuck it is you really want. What are your intentions? What kind of personal development do you need? What's going on with your visualization and creating your life in advance, creating your dream life, your future self? Who do you want to become? How do you want to feel? How do you want to live? How do you want to show up? What are you no longer available for? Right? And what are you available for? What do you no longer stand for? And what do you stand against? What do you stand for now? We have got to fucking stop going into New Year's believing that in this millisecond, we are a different person, that everything's going to change. It's not a clean fucking slate. You're dragging that bullshit baggage and the bullshit you put up with and the person you were / are in 2023 right into 2024 because it's a millisecond. The only way you don't take the bullshit and the things that you don't like and the things you want to let go of into 2024 is if you do the work in 2023 to leave the shit here, to bless it, to release it, to honor it, to value, to respect it, to appreciate it, and then step into 2024 leaving the shit here that doesn't come along with you. You see, we go through life believing that every bit of our journeys that we go through is what shapes us as who we are right now, which is great. Boom, period. Let's leave it at that. But it goes further than that. You also believe that you have to hold on to those things because they've helped you become who you are. And if you let them go, now there's this disconnection between the person that you are now, the lessons you learn, and the growth that you've had, and letting those things go. It's like, oh my gosh, then I'm letting go of the person that I've built. Hey, Maya, welcome in. Hey, if you're live with me, shout out hashtag live party in the comments. Say hi to me in the comments. If you're on replay, drop hashtag, oh my gosh, after party. On replay, drop hashtag after party. I am on fucking fire this morning because the full moon was yesterday. As we know, we are still in Mercury retrograde, but right now it's in the energy and sign of Capricorn. It goes direct on January 1st. Mercury is a sign of communication and technology, and anything that is left undone, Mercury will go back, especially in communication. It's going to go back. It's going to bring it up. It's going to make you pay attention to it and really do some deep introspection about what you want, where you're going, how you're getting there, how it feels, right? Did I not just say all of that, right? That's the energy of the universe right now. So right now is about crafting, planning, analyzing, getting really fucking clear. And then on January 2nd, not 1st, January 2nd, you go full steam ahead, blazing ahead to everything that it is that you want to attract. However, with this full moon energy of Cancer, when you're blazing ahead on January 2nd, it's in the energy of allowing. It's an energy of space. It's an energy of letting what is be. It is in the energy of letting it be easy, alignment and flow. That is personal power. That is living unapologetically you. That is creating a space to manifest and have, be, do anything that you want. So please let go of the new year and the difference and the bright and the joy that this year is going to bring. I keep saying I'm ready for fucking 2023 to be over. I'm done with it. I'm ready for 2024 to be here. And not because I believe this new year is going to bring me new energy and new light and new this and new that, but because on December 22nd, 2023, my light never has shined brighter. I've never been more clear. I am ready for the anew of the year, for the new of me to be in that energy. I'm ready to marry those two and match those two and live in that energy, right? So I'll get to the lesson for today, but I have some shit to say and I'm getting it out because this is what you need to hear. If this is how I'm feeling, it's what you need to hear. And I love the divine channeling. I love the pace of my life. I love the journey of my life to bring you these messages, okay? No, you're all good. No worries. I love you. Mwah. Listen, what do you need to do? What is your intention over the next few days? See, I was told putting this retreat on December 28th. I also have an in-person women's circle that is on Friday, December 29th. Oh, with Christmas and busyness and the new year and blah, blah, blah. Just know that most people aren't going to show up and they don't have time and they don't have money. Well, the retreat's free and so is the in-person women's circle, right? No excuses to show up and do and be for you, right? But I put them here on purpose. Because listen, you need to hear that you need to show the fuck up. You need to hear that you have to create your life in advance. You have to do the work in advance. You have to decide what it is that you want. And once you decide, you got to get the fuck out of the way to be led there. Not to like pound away and create the path, but to be led there, right? I have this whole thing and it's my personal MBA to life mastery. You know, you have an MBA in college. Mine is the MBA to life mastery. And I started writing this book called Live Your Badass Life. And maybe one day this book will be released. It is about, I don't know, 25% done. But when I was writing this book, I was in a specific state in my head. I actually thought I was going to die, literally, not figuratively. I thought I was going to die, and some beautiful things came out of me when I wrote this book. But I have always pulled out the MBA to Life Mastery, and I've been teaching it since then, and that was 2015. The M is to make space. Make space in your life for what you want, in your heart, in your energy, how you show up, right? You make space. And that's what today is about. Like, make space and set your intentions. Make space and put good things into that space, like personal development. Make space for visualizing. Make space for manifesting your dream future self. Make space for deciding who you want to become in 2024. Because let me tell you, she's not going to fucking show up. She's not waiting for you on the other side of this millisecond. She isn't there. You have to decide who the fuck is going to be there and make the space for her to show up while putting things in that space that create her, that create that energy, that create that life. You see, soul healing is actionable. Soul healing is where the power is. Soul healing isn't just sitting there waiting for shit to happen, right? It's action, but it isn't action in manipulation and control and that sort of thing. It's action in creating peace in your soul. It's action in living in alignment. It's action in going on your spiritual journey, reading and studying and learning what you need to learn to actually heal. It's not the speed, as I always say, it is timing and sitting in that, allowing that flow, that ease, right? Does that make sense? So what are you doing? It's Wednesday, December 27th. We have 4 full days, actually 5, because we still have a good chunk today. It's 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so you've got a half fucking day, whatever. So we've got the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, and half of today. So you have 4.5 days, 4.5 days to be intentional, 4.5 days to decide what you're going to pour into your mind to grow your fucking soul. I already have purchased 4 books for 2024, and they are all spiritual based, right? I'm really focusing on that. Only thing I'm reading in 2024 is spiritual / manifesting / money. Those are the only 3 categories that I'm allowing into my world as far as my personal development in 2024, but I'm choosing them now, right? And then I have some spiritual books right now that I've started one and I have a couple that I'm finishing. Let me add a one to that. I deem astrology and planets as spiritual. So, because to me, they go hand in hand. So maybe not for other people. So my other category is astrology. Right. So I've got spirituality, I have money, I have manifesting, and then I have astrology. Those are my 4 categories for 2024. I don't really care about business books. And you know what I mean? I don't care about that kind of stuff. That's not my space right now. And so be very mindful. Be very, very, very mindful. I'm listening to Kerry Washington's book. If you don't know who Kerry Washington is, she's the main actress on Scandal. She's fucking phenomenal. If you've never seen Scandal, it's unbelievable. But her book details a lot of like heavy negative life journey because it's her memoir. And when I listen to it, I feel disconnected. So I decided the other day, okay, I'm not listening to this. I probably won't listen to Britney Spears' memoir either, just due to the fact that it's taking me off the path of what my year is destined to be for me. What the path is for 2024, I already know. Peace, ease, flow, alignment doesn't work when I'm listening to things that agitate my soul. And then I also have to be careful with fiction because fiction takes me out of the present and puts me in a world that maybe not I wouldn't want to live in, or could be putting me in a world that I wish I lived in, just depending. So I don't listen or read a lot of fiction because it transports you out of your present world somewhere else. That's a whole other fucking conversation. So what is it that you want to do? Who is it that you want to be? How is it that you want to feel? How are you going to fucking change? That starts now. It's been started. What's this journey like for you? How the fuck do you show up for you? Right? That's how you change your life in a year. showing up unapologetically you. And in order to do that, you have to take intentional action right now, because living unapologetically you is self-expression, it's authenticity, it's the liberation, the freedom of your soul. I don't give a fuck. I walk through life every day, and if it doesn't serve me, if it doesn't feel that freedom of my soul, like I hit soul freedom on December 22nd, 2023, after a 20-year journey, after 4 years of fucking death and rebirth of my soul, and after, is it 6 months? And then after the last year of my life, 2023 has been hell, right? So I know what soul liberation feels like, because that day was ungodly for my fucking soul and the way that I felt. So when I show up every day in my life and the way people show up and their energy and what's going on, it's like, whoa, if their energy's off, I'm out. Hey, I'm not loving the energy that you're putting off right now. And if this is your energy for the day, you cannot be in my space. Other people think that's me being a bitch. That is me protecting my soul freedom and my personal power. I'm not going to work my ass off to keep you in my space and deal with your energy. Why am I putting in that extra work? You're the one that's fucking showing up like that. So until your energy is higher vibe, you don't get to be in my space. I'm not going to allow you in my space and do that work for us to coexist. Does this make sense? Why the fuck are we going through a life allowing people in our space that suffocate and stifle our souls, our joy, our energy, our happiness, and doing our best to do all the work to keep them there? Oh, no, 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 no. If you want to be there, then you need to show up in a better fucking vibration. And not that I'm better than you vibration high low, but like fucking high on life and finding the joy for life and finding the happiness of life. And that when you walk into a room, you are not sucking the life and energy out of everyone you're around. If you don't have people like that in your life, there is a chance it's you. So you better check it, right? Maya says, I'm diving into ancestral healing this year, right? So that's where she's at. That's beautiful. I love this. Our new home is seeking us just as we are seeking it. So it's going to be that come together, right? I love, love, love that. I can't, like, Maya, you should text me what books you purchased. I'm going to text you mine. It'll be fun to see like what we're reading and what we're getting into. All right. So I know this is powerful. I know this is hard hitting. You know, you got the world saying, no, just relax right now. And, you know, it's between Christmas and New Year's. And yes, relax in your soul, go into hibernation, go to stillness, find that peace. But do some fucking work in that stillness, in that peace. Do work in your insides and what you want and creating. Don't just fucking sit here for the next week and veg out and then make a plan that in the new year you're going to. Fuck all that noise. What are you doing now? Set it up now. Start the action now. Start working now, because that millisecond isn't going to do you any fucking good. It isn't. And then March, you're going to come to me and say, you know what? I heard your live, you know, right after Christmas. You know, the truth is, I mean, I started the year strong. No, you didn't, but you'll think you did. I started the year strong, and now I'm just kind of floundering. You didn't start the year strong. Started the year lazy, believing that the new year was going to bring you something that it was never going to bring you. Living unapologetically you is understanding that your uniqueness is your greatest gift, and embracing it fully empowers you to lead a life of purpose and fulfillment. Letting go of societal expectations and honoring your true self without fear or judgment. But how do you do that if you don't do the work of knowing what you want and how you want to feel and how you're showing up and what that journey looks like for you? How do you know that without making space? Oh, I didn't tell you the whole MBA. Making space for what it is you want once you decide. Accepting it when it gets here, even if it didn't look exactly the way that you thought it should. Because that's the whole other thing. Your guides, your angels, your deities, the people who walk supposedly next to you, depending on how loud and wild and crazy you are at going through life and blazing your own trail instead of allowing your path to unfold in front of you. Like accepting it when it gets here. They have it planned. They have it decided based off of what you said you wanted. You see, it's that ego bitch that pops up and pushes you in the other directions that you didn't actually want to go. when you said you wanted this, right? So make space, be open. Make space. Oh, be open. I went to the A next. Be open. Let it unfold the way that it will without control, manipulation, right? Hustle, push, force. Let all that go, sit in timing. And A, accept it when it gets here. Be fucking paying attention. You asked for it. You're designing it ahead of time. I'm kicking your ass to design it. And if you get into this retreat tomorrow, I'm going to help you do that. I'm going to help you look at all the different areas of your life. I'm going to help you map out your first quarter for your soul. Why do we do this for work? Why do we do this for working out? Why do we do this for our careers? Why do we do this for our kids and our extracurricular activities and their extracurricular activities? Excuse me. Why do we do this when we make commitments to other people? But when it comes to our soul healing and the work for ourselves, we don't create it in advance. That's what my quarterly retreats are about. They've always been like that. They're always set up to set up your quarter for your soul, your healing, your growth, your alignment with yourself. And when you follow that and you step into that energy, then you go from feeling burnout to recharged in 30 days or less. And anytime you start to feel burnt out, you can go back, you can assess everything that you're doing, and you'll find exactly why you're burnt out. And then you can get yourself back on track. But that is the maintenance after the healing, right? So make space for what it is that you want while also intending it. It's just, you don't just fucking sit around and let it be whatever it is. Intendant, right? What do you want? Be open for when it shows up. Be open. Be open for it to not look the way that you think it should look, with whom you think it should be with, the way you feel like they should be. Be open to be led to the highest form of soul freedom and happiness and joy. Because what you believe your future looks like may not be what is destined for you to live and be and feel at the highest levels of peak personal power. And A, accept it when it gets here, even if it's not what you thought it was. One thing that I always say, and this is a quote I have, and I highly recommend that you write it down. If you never accept what others, if you never accept the help that others are giving to you, eventually they will stop giving. If you never accept, or if you constantly say no to the help that others are giving, they will eventually stop giving. If you never accept what the universe is delivering you after you've asked, because it didn't look exactly the way that you thought it should, you will stop receiving the gifts that you continually ask for. All right? When you live unapologetically you, this is a journey of self-discovery, self-love, and allowing your inner light to shine brightly. However, the only way your inner light can shine bright is if you explore the change that you want to have. You set the intentions of what that change looks like and feels like to you. I mean, you could skip looks. How the fuck does it feel to you? If you just got clear on what the change coming feels like, then you'll just be led exactly to that place that'll give you that feeling. But what do you want? How do you want to live? Where do you want to go? If you know how you want to feel, and you know how you want to live and where you want to go, and like the energy of your home and the energy of your space, and how could you set your room up to get more sleep and depth and connection and right? And you're pouring in what your mind and soul need. My 4 areas, I know what I need. I'm staying fucking straight there. I'm not doing business books. I'm focusing, right? That's why I want to listen to Eat That Frog before 2024. Maybe, maybe not. Every time I go to listen to it, I get taken away to something spiritual. So I'm obviously told, don't do that, right? Visualize that of which you want, and manifest your dream future self by holding on to every single thing that I just said. Who the fuck do you want to become in 2024? We are on day 65, Linda. Day 65. So, there's my power for you. There's my come the fuck on, show the fuck up. Just stop with the hyperbole of 2024. Every time we get to this point in every single year, I am fired the fuck up. Because everyone has the same bullshit messages. Every coach has the same bullshit messages. Every store has the same bullshit messages. And you have the same bullshit messages that coming out of your mouth. You want to know what my message is? New year, not new you. That's my message. Because you're the same person, second to second, minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day, week to week, month to month, quarter to quarter, year to year, that you were before. A fucking number in a millisecond does nothing for you. But the hyperbole sells, right? It sells you on hope. It sells you on new. It sells you on transformation. It sells you on having that opportunity to just all of a sudden put this behind you and then boom, clean slate. There's no fucking clean slate. That's the other argument. It's like, oh, the new year brings a clean slate. Does it? Get in a fight with your partner on New Year's Eve and wake up on New Year's Day and tell me if that fight has no impact on your relationship. Then we can talk. I don't know. Break your fucking wrist on New Year's Eve. Wake up on New Year's Day and tell me if that wrist is all of a sudden healed. Hit rock bottom. Have something bring you to your knees on New Year's Eve. And wake up on New Year's Day and tell me if that still isn't bringing you to your knees. If somebody dies on New Year's Eve, on New Year's Day, are they alive? If someone dies on New Year's Eve and you love them and you're grieving on New Year's Day, is that grief gone? I think I made my point. In my world, it's not New Year, New You. In my world, it's New Year, not New You, because you're the same lazy person for yourself that you were the day before as you are the next day. You are. Some people would be thinking, yeah, but I'm so motivated and I'm going to do this. Just ask Maya. She's been in my world long enough. Maya, how long have I been saying New Year, not New You? I've had a webinar on it. I have master classes on it. I can just drop this shit. And actually, I'm probably going to, because it fires me the fuck up and it'll come from a different angle than this session. So I think I'm going to do a free session inside of my Facebook group where I just drop it and it's going to be New Year, not New You. And you guys can just listen to it. Because it's just as powerful. It fires me up. It pisses me off. Same fucking thing. Oh, fuck. What was I going to say? I don't remember what it was. It's gone. All right. If somebody remembers what I said right before I said that I've been doing the New Year, not New You, whatever I said there, if you remember, shout it out in the chat box and I'll see if I can get my track back. But we're going to go into your journal prompt. If you guys don't know where we are in our 90-day journal spirit guide that is all about finding your inner calm and embracing your truth. You could snag this up on Amazon. You can search spirit guide. You could search by Alicia Willardson. But really today, and we're on day 65 right now, but really today, what I want to really pressure you to do is shout out the word refresh in the comments and show up and or watch the replay of my Refresh Your Life virtual retreat. It is all about breaking free from the grasp of burnout and recharging your mind, body, and soul. We will set up your first quarter of the year so you go from the winter solstice and like this bear hibernation energy into setting things up for your spring, which is all about planting and planning and creating anew, right? Which goes into summer, which is all about watering and nurturing and pruning back the weeds and right? And then we go into fall, which is all the harvesting and reaping the rewards and the celebration from all the work that you did. And then back into winter of the hibernate and the rebuild, right? So this is what we do in each of the retreats. They line right up with the seasons of the year and the seasons of the soul and teaching you how to live in those energies. So I'm telling you, and I'm selling you the fuck on this retreat because it's free right now. And there won't be another free one in the future. So just shout out refresh in the comments. If you're on YouTube, go to the link below. Your journal prompt is reflect on moments in your life when you felt most authentically yourself, free from societal expectations or judgments. How did these moments make you feel? And what did you learn about yourself? Consider any areas of your life where you've Held back or felt the need to conform? Mm. And how can you embrace your uniqueness and live more unapologetically you in those areas now? Write about your experiences and intentions for authentic living. Also, what are you going to pour into your mind? And I want you to fucking start today. Fuck the new year. What life do you want? Let's start visualizing it, manifesting your dream future self. And who do you want to become over this year? How do you want to show up for yourself? Fuck everyone else. How do you want to feel when you look in the mirror, when you think about yourself, when you're hanging out by yourself? You know what? I'm having a blast with myself right now. Let me tell you what. I don't want anybody around me. I don't want to hang out with anybody really. I spend a lot of time by myself, and I actually changed my work schedule to spend even more time with myself. And I had to think about, okay, what am I going to do when I'm not working that's going to promote a better, stronger, closer relationship with myself? I want you to do the same thing because we automatically think about everyone else. We automatically put them into our quality worlds and our quality actions and in time slots. You don't need to do this for anybody else. You need to do it for you. Okay? Affirmation today. I embrace my uniqueness and I live unapologetically as myself. I release the need to conform to societal expectations and I honor my true self with love and acceptance. In the symphony of existence, I am the melody that harmonizes authenticity and freedom, shining my inner light for all to see. Pull pieces of that out, do the part of the affirmation that connects with you the most, or say it all. But no matter what, say it with conviction, power, energy, passion in your voice. Get your body involved however you can get your body involved. A simple one is as you say it, just pat your chest or clap your hands or smack your legs, right? And say your affirmations 10 times and in those ways, because it embeds it into your subconscious and it becomes you. For this affirmation, the power that I love in it is this part of this affirmation. I embrace my uniqueness and live unapologetically as myself. I release the need to conform to societal expectations and I honor my true self with love and acceptance. That's the part of this affirmation that I would pull out and repeat over and over and over because that's my 10 times spot. That's what connects with you the most. Or you could pull out, I release the need to conform to societal expectations and honor my true self with love and acceptance. That's another powerful part. All right. So we will be continuing. I just want to put this out here before we wrap up today. We're continuing in this 90-day journal all the way through it being complete. Then I will release the next 90-day journal that is all about breaking free from burnout and recharging your mind, body, and soul. There's a couple of reasons for this. One, I worked my ass off on the current journal, so I'm not just going to skip to the new journal at the beginning of January because of it coincides with the quarters starting. I want this to be a flow of wherever we're at. We can continue on into the next without pressure on me to create and get things done in a specific timeline. When I first launched this, I wanted freedom, but I also put restrictions there. So I'm making sure to undo those restrictions so I can create beautifulness in this next journal while also expanding day in and day out in the work that I'm doing. So one thing that I notice about myself is I will want expansion and then slowly I create constriction. And then I get so constricted that I end up burnt out and I fucking stop it all. So now I wanted expansion. And then I went to a specific time that I go live. And this time has been a little clunky and da-da-da-da-da. I think I'm tighter with it now and I feel more connected with it, but we'll watch and see because there's a little constriction. Launching a journal every quarter on the first day of the quarter with all the other things that I created massive constriction. And I wasn't able to really show up in the other areas that I want to build and do and create. So I said, fuck this. We're going to continue this journal until we're done. Why not? That's logical, right? I will get the other one done in due time and we'll move into that one next. Because eventually we're going to have 4 journals. They're all going to be done and people are going to be buying them and getting them at whatever feels good to them and it won't necessarily go along with my Spirit of the Soul show. Anyways, I will always be in one of my journals, but you might be in the recharge one when I'm in the Finding Your Inner Calm, or you might be in another one when I'm over here. So it's freedom. It's allow its flow, right? Remember to say yes to yourself more than you say yes to other people. It is always about progress, not perfection. And you must give yourself way more grace than you give everyone else, because the world needs who you were made to be. So show up every single fucking day and slay as the badass you are, because you deserve it. I'm Power Coach Alicia, and we will see you tomorrow with so much love. Bye.